Hi Scorpio, welcome to your reading for the new moon in Taurus, which was actually yesterday. This is Barefoot Mama Intuitive Reading. Thank you for being here. Whenever you find this reading, trust there's something for you. So if you want to enter to win a free reading on 525, please go ahead and do so. I'll announce the winner on the 25th. Otherwise, let's get started. I don't know about you, but I felt a lot of intense energies with the new moon. Saw 555 a lot, which talks about change and new beginnings. And then my sister came up, and she has 4 kids, and I have a son who's pretty young, and we haven't visited together without kids in like 19 years? No, 15 years. So it was interesting. It was a really good time. Changes. 4 of Pentacles reversed, overcoming lack mentality, feelings of worthlessness. 3 of Wands. You've been waiting for this. This is the crossing energy. You feel like you're waiting. You've been virtuous. Page of Swords reversed in your toolkit. This is interesting. You are benefiting currently from not having all the information. Past energy is the 8 of Wands. Moving forward quickly. Maybe moving. Maybe you moved. The Sun reversed on top. Sun reverse talks about the greatest good of all, or for all. The Queen of Cups in your future energy. This could be you or another water sign that you're dealing with. The High Priestess. Externally, somebody sees you as the High Priestess. Wow. You're very intuitive. You might have a platform. This is the external influence or external energies influencing you. It could also be a Pisces, but I have this feeling this is you. Queen of Cups to the High Priestess. Somebody's asking for like forgiveness, maybe. Queen of Cups, the High Priestess. They're thinking that maybe you can offer your cup of love to them or your compassion, because the High Priestess tells me you're potentially in a place of like spiritual authority, and they might be kind of going through it. With the 3 of Wands crossing you and this vulture here and here. There's a vulture up there, and there's one here on this 3 of Wands with a book that says virtue. Somebody made 4 of Pentacles reversed. I don't know. We're going to go into this. I kind of feel like somebody may have like tried to make you feel like you didn't have what it takes. You feel like the Knight of Swords. Okay. I don't know why I just got this feeling like you don't have all the information you need, but intuitively you know exactly what you need to say. And it made me laugh because I just feel like you're just like confident. He's riding in on a horse, right? And he's a fast moving knight, aggressive. He's an aggressive knight, but the horse is a gentle creature. And there's something about the sword being in his throat that makes me feel like what it is he has to say is delivered with ferocity, but compassion, like fierce compassion is what I'm hearing for this reading. Your hopes and your fears are coming out together. 3 of Swords reversed. Page of Wands. You want to focus on new ideas instead of old betrayals. That's good advice. King of Pentacles. Focus on your material stability right now. And if there's somebody in your present who also like grounds you, I'm hearing ask them or observe them. See like how they feel grounded in the world. Learn with the Page of Swords reverse, like how to be more grounded. What's the outcome? Seven of Pentacles. Well, I guess that's a good outcome. It can be illusions. It can be being trapped in illusions, though. It also means you have lots of options. Five of Pentacles. Okay. The Hermit. Excuse me. I feel like there's an opportunity coming to you and you don't feel quite good enough for it, Scorpio. You have the Four of Pentacles reversed, Five of Pentacles upright, and Seven of Pentacles. Oh, the Seven of Pentacles is an illusion. It's like waiting to see if something comes to fruition. I guess it's good that you go from the 4 to the 5 because that's progression. But like our progression and our evolution aren't necessarily linear, right? This is the heart of your energy and it's reversed. So there's something here where you feel like you need to take destiny into your own hands instead of having somebody else like maneuver you. But you're still waiting. Or you were, and then you started moving forward. And what's this Sun card? I haven't used this deck in a while, the Thoth Tarot, but I was drawn to it today, and I think this is a really interesting combination of decks. This is what Spirit wanted me to use. The Emperor reversed. All right. The Sun reverse or the Emperor reverse is somebody who's trying to control you, to block your blessings, to block your happiness. They are. This is your crowning energy. You might be discovering something with the information you don't have yet. The Star. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. You could be dealing with an Aries or a Leo. Or Pisces, the Moon reversed. Alright, so something is going to be revealed as this new moon waxes to full about a Pisces or an Aquarius. You could have wished for something and it like you've been waiting on it, right? You've been waiting on this manifestation, especially with the Four of Pentacles reversed. Like if you were in a place of destitution to restitution is what I'm hearing. That's what Spirit's asking me to say. Destitution to restitution. So if somebody was trying to like put you into a place of destitution, then not only are there like motives being revealed, but also you're experiencing a revelation in the moment when it's revealed about how you manifested that experience and why it was in your experience and like what it was you needed to learn from that. And so there's this, I'm getting this sense of like, yeah, resolution. Destitution, restitution, resolution. I think that's going to be the name of this reading. Destitution, restitution, resolution. Okay, what's the Eight of Wands? The Knight of Swords reversed. Okay, so this is your energy right now, upright. There was something you didn't say to somebody. Maybe couldn't. You couldn't say something to somebody, so you moved away. Or vice versa. Take it as it resonates. It could be somebody you're dealing with. An air sign. Again, Aquarius is here. who they might be saying something to you. So up to you how that. I feel tired as I'm doing this reading, like excessively tired. I was a little bit tired before the reading started, but the energy here is really, it's somebody who's just dragging you down. The Emperor reverse, Sun reverse is just not a very insightful individual. The Moon reversed here, they might not be in tune with their subconscious. Yeah, they might project. The Four of Pentacles reverse is the Ace of Wands reverse. There's some project that you're not getting up off the ground because you don't feel like you're ready for it or something. Ace of Cups is your crossing energy. You are ready. Emotionally, you are. Your energy might not be charged up yet, like in your vital energy. Like you might need to get some more fire moving in your body. Get some exercise if you can. Like do some pranayama, like breath of fire is a good one. Oh, I put up the third chakra yoga flow over on Barefoot Mama Yoga if you want to check that out. It's in the description box below. As our personal readings if you want something more personal. So what's the Queen of Cups? The Prince of Cups. An apology? Somebody, sorry, I was a little aghast. I think somebody has been waiting for you to apologize to them. Even though it's very clear that there's somebody here who's been trying to control you. Or like even with the Emperor reverse, the Sun reverse, it could be like they felt like an emperor or feel like an emperor in their environment and they're generally happy except for how things turned out. They feel like you have something to say and they're expecting it to be an apology. That's all I can say. And if you have someone to apologize to, humility is important. It's always, I think, good to apologize. Better safe than sorry. Our connections are important. That's what we live for, right? Isn't there, like, haven't there been studies done at the end of people's lives? Like the thing that they wish and miss the most is like time with their family, more quality time. They wish they had more quality time with their family. Wish they had done more with their family. The High Priestess is your external influences. Two of Pentacles, 2-2. You might be seeing 2288 as confirmation of this message. Eight of Wands back here. Eight of Cups here, walking away. Sorry, I hit the mic. Intuitively, I think you understand that whoever this person is, Jupiter and Capricorn, something's going on with Jupiter right now astrologically. I'm not an astrologer, you can check it out, but Jupiter is the planet of expansion, and then this card is called change, and it talks about like bringing things into balance. Eight of Cups, yeah, I feel like somebody is expecting you to like apologize to them and you're not doing that. Intuitively, like you also know that in order to bring things into balance in the connection that you've been in with this person or this job or this whatever it is, it could even be a house that you like put a lot of money into that just keeps breaking down, or a car or something, like it's just not like working for you. I don't know, it's not working for you, and there's something about it having a lot of authority over your movement. With the Eight of Wands, the Emperor, and the Sun reverse. Eight of Wands upright, Emperor, Sun reverse. I don't know. There's something that makes you feel like you can't speak up for yourself. Like you feel like it impacts your worth. What is that? Oh, it's a mosquito hawk. Hi, what are you doing? They like love it in here for some reason. Lately, there's just a lot of them. Knight of Swords. Oh, the Seven of Cups, debauchery. Venus and Scorpio. Seven of Cups. So I did say the Seven of Cups earlier, and I was thinking it was the Seven of Pentacles. You might also be seeing sevens, which talk about spiritual initiation. Debauch is like overindulgence in anything. This card makes me think of like, even though you give up one thing, you have another. You know what I mean? Like, there's no there's no true like if you're trying to be celibate, or you're trying to be like sober, or an ascetic in some way. With the high priestess here, she's the dark feminine, the dark divine feminine. I don't know, I get this feeling where you're sort of accepting your Scorpio nature as like something that dwells in the deep dark, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you need to indulge in like toxic options. I'm also being reminded of a deity or a god. I actually don't know his name, but I think Empress Eva has a card, and it's reminding me of this card. I think he's a voodoo priest, and he is the healer of um illnesses, but he carries all the illnesses within him. So I think I'm also getting like wounded healer energy from this. You could be healing your throat chakra with the Knight of Swords here, being able to speak up finally. And it's like you haven't been able to speak before because there was something where you felt like you didn't have a right to, or you weren't worth that, or somebody else was like calling the shots, and you're like recognizing yourself and the things you've kind of been like, the things you've come out of, right? What's debauch with the Knight of Swords? Virtue reverse. This is what's crossing you. The Three of Wands. You could be thinking about yourself that like, this is Sun and Aries energy. You could have been internalizing this person's projections, the Emperor reversed. You could also have been giving your power away. There's a lot of fire here, and the third chakra, Manipura, talks about like claiming your power. And whenever we blame somebody for our circumstances, or for how we feel, or for what, we're giving them power over those circumstances, over our life in that way. Like whenever we are like, that person did blah 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 and I wouldn't be here except for them, like we give them that power. So I think that you may have overcome kind of everything else and still be looking at this pattern, or this, even if it's not a pattern, just this one last like indulgence, which is to give your power away, the power over your life and its circumstances, and how it has like so far unfolded to other people. Three of Swords reverse. Sweet. Ace of Pentacles. So you take your power back and you realize that this is how you're going to heal any sense of betrayal as well. Is like, I've mentioned this multiple times and I actually haven't even watched it, but I should watch it. There's an after school, school with a K, Skool, on YouTube, after school episode featuring Wayne Dyer, and he talks about how there's no justified resentments, and it's essentially because resentment drags you down and it gives your power over to whatever it is you're resenting. So you might check that out, but this is finally happening for you, Scorpio, as this full moon, as the new moon passes and the full moon begins to wax. Page of Wands. The Five of Pentacles, to clarify your Five of Pentacles, Page of Wands alignment here. It says worry, Mercury and Taurus. There's something here where you're worried about communicating because it doesn't feel grounded to you somehow. You're worried about communicating something in the 3D. And there's a reading on Patreon recently that talks about that as well. It mentions it. It's called, I think it's called eggs. Evaporating gaseous globules, eggs. All right, King of Pentacles. You can check it out if you want. You can get a week free over there. Okay, the King of Pentacles is pleasure. Sun in Scorpio. Okay, so you go from Venus in Scorpio. Your indulgence right now might be like love. I think there's something going on with Venus as well. Jupiter and Venus, benefic planets. I was listening to Joshua Pingley on TikTok, and he was talking about the new moon, and he mentioned specifically Jupiter and Venus. So I would recommend checking that out if you follow him. If you don't, you should check it out anyway. Six of Cups, King of Pentacles. Six of Cups talks about not focusing too much on the past and pleasure. This is balanced pleasure. As you can see, like the Seven of Cups is, it's stagnating. There's too much like watery stuff here. Or really, I guess you would say that there's not enough, because it's not enough to dilute all of like what's in it. So you're sort of emptying out your emotional past through this process of forgiveness. You're transmuting. And you're also, I think, realizing with the Five of Pentacles here twice, Four of Pentacles reverse, that giving your power over to other people regarding like the things that have happened in your life and where it is currently is also a defense mechanism against feelings of like worry or worthlessness. If other people are to blame for our circumstances, right, then we're not, and we don't have to like take responsibility for like where it is that we are. So I get a sense that you're doing this, and you're doing this in a way that gives you a lot of joy, emotional like contentment, and then also makes you really grounded. King of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Discs, and the King of Pentacles is your advice. So it's not just focusing on your success like materially, right? It's also like having a new perspective of what balanced emotional pleasure is, because you sort of like drained the swamp, right? From the past resentments, which is really cool. What's the Seven of Pentacles here and the outcome? The Ten of Wands, oppression, Sagittarius. So in this Seven of Pentacles, this guy is kind of behind these bars. I mean, he is behind these bars. But I think he also avoided a trap, because I think that this is like one of those Indiana Jones traps, right? Like there's all these heads on these spikes and he's just barely missed it. I mean, he's dead technically, so who knows if it really would have like done anything besides keep him stuck there. But similarly, he could also be counting heads, like, haha, how many people have I trapped in my trap? Like, this could be his trap, you know? I've never looked at that card before in that way. Whoa. And then there's these heads here too, underfoot. This is like a straight up Temple of Doom, like the Temple of Doom. Like you avoided a trap, and then not only did you avoid a trap, but it also like ends up like you set it. You set the trap. I get all these skulls in the Five of Pentacles are like the discarded skulls from that Seven of Pentacles trap. He just takes them off like chicken skewers and throws them in this pit where this person's walking. The Hermit, the Virgo energy, you're having like you're having an awakening that I think is bringing you deeper into yourself and like what it is that you truly desire. What happened to that Ten of Wands? These two wands are like Tibetan, they're like weapons, spears, they're spears. And they remind me of the Two of Wands, which is valor. Valor and virtue. I want to know what this Ten of Wands is doing here with the Seven of Pentacles and the outcome. Prince of Wands. Whoa, I just had the weirdest like vision of this bit of the card looking like a pizza. I was like, is this guy a pizza delivery guy? You could totally be a pizza delivery guy. Or I don't know, you could get a message from somebody delivering pizza. Like, have you ever had one of those experiences where it seems like the universe just steps into a person and says what needs to be said, and it's a perfect stranger? You could like order pizza sometime between now and the next full moon, and it lights this Ace of Wands fire. It gives you this creative idea. Like, you kind of have it going on with the Page of Wands here and the Five of Pentacles, but I think that there's still like some worry involved with the worry card here, right? Again, about your self-worth. And then the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Discs. You might have a Virgo friend, confidant, significant other coming into your life who helps you, or Capricorn with the Hermit and the Queen of Discs here. You might have Capricorn in your chart, and then you have the Queen of Discs and the King of Pentacles. So I might be talking to a male Scorpio who feels like he needs to have a certain amount of like material security in order to find his counterpart, but you're processing your feelings around self-worth and healing them, especially as you let go of any resentments or betrayals from the past during this time. The more you forgive, the more power you take over your life. What about, oh, forgiveness, self-forgiveness? The Five of Pentacles, of course. The feelings of worthlessness are this forgiveness needs to be offered to yourself first and foremost. And I think that the more you do that, because you have the Page of Wands underneath the Five of Pentacles here, so you start this process out, and you're kind of like, okay, you go from the Page to the Prince to the 10. You might have a really hard time forgiving yourself, but the 10 talks about completions, and leaving the past behind, right? Oh, and then you have the 10 of Cups, satiety. Sweet. So you might go within a little bit longer, or feel tempted to go within a little bit longer to like envision what your 10 of Cups is, even as you meet this like divine counterpart person. The 10 of Cups in this deck is interesting though. It makes me think of like so the word that comes through is oversaturation, and I think that there was a reader who used it that way. Abe is his name? Oh, I can't remember. I wish I could remember. Let me know in the comments if you know who I'm talking about. He has like a D&D vibe sorta. The 10 of Cups in this deck is like too much. They're all overflowing. There's no way to contain or to hold. It's all temporary. It's like the word oversaturation comes through because when you think about like colors on a TV and you adjust the saturation, you know, on the old knob TVs, like you get too much green or you get too much pink, and there's like a fine line where the picture comes through. Otherwise, it's just oversaturated with one color or another, and you can't see the picture. This is like too much of one color, so that you can't see the full picture. And you have the Page of Swords back here. There's too much focus on something. What is it? Oh, money and worth. Money as self-worth. Yeah, I think that's what this is. Yeah, Four of Cups reverse, Four of Pentacles reverse. You've been potentially ignoring the emotional factor, like the importance of balanced emotions. With Venus and Scorpio debauch, you might overcompensate for like a feeling of emotional lack by indulging, right? I mean, that's very Scorpionic. It's a very Scorpio thing to do. We're all about the taboo and stereotypically, right, the sex, drugs, rock and roll kind of deal. But whoever I'm talking to, I don't feel like that's really your thing. But there is certainly like a subtler, and no judgment, you know, to any of you who that is your thing. It's just that whoever I'm talking to, I feel like it's a subtler energy where there's like an emotional temptation to abandon yourself. There's a temptation to emotionally abandon yourself. And you are ending that cycle out with the universe. That's really cool. Sorry, that was probably kind of loud. Oh no, I've got the mic over here. And you're ending that cycle out with the universe. You're threading the eye of the needle, finding a new perspective, starting a new timeline, jumping onto a new timeline, especially through Virgo season. But again, this is towards the waxing moon. So if you were dealing with an Aquarius, moon in Aquarius here, this is the Seven of Swords, futility. I feel like you find out some sort of secret. You finally get that information that you didn't have, and it could very well just be like a sense of peace in your own emotional landscape. The Lovers, you find out that they love you. Nine of Cups. And it makes you happy. The Magician, you've manifested this. Princess of Discs reversed and Death. With the Prince of Discs upright. That tells me that, like, if this was a previous connection, you two were both too immature to be your King and Queen of Discs selves. You needed to do some emotional healing, and they needed to do something you don't know. You don't know yet. What did they need to do? Complete a cycle, Four of Wands. Commit. They needed to commit. Venus in Aries. You could very well be dealing with an Aries. Yeah, Aries has come out a lot here. Or you could have Aries in your chart that's like blocking your situation somehow, but I feel like this is an Aries. And if they do come in, they like later after you've sort of gotten this Ace of Discs offer and like said your piece and kind of forgiven, I feel like you're going to wonder if it's worth it with the Ten of Wands. Like, you're going to be like, I don't know about that. But there's something about the way this happens. Like, it needed to happen this way for you to get to this Queen of Pentacles point where you're like, is it worth it? And then you consider your peace. Like, PEACE, right? Like, you consider your peace, what it is that makes you feel safe, secure, happy, grounded. And it's like this person showing up actually enlightens you to how far you've come in that. Yeah. You've maybe been alone for too long, hermit mode, to see. You have three aces here. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Ace of Discs. I feel like you might be like putting out your own fire a little bit. Just kind of getting down on yourself a little bit. Because this encounter hasn't occurred. And when it does, it's like, oh, I've really come a long way. It makes you feel really good. Regardless of whether or not you connect with this person, again, you can see how you've manifested this situation and it actually makes you feel really happy. Knight of Cups. Cancer energy. Is this you or them? Love reversed. It might be you because you had the Eight of Cups like walking away, but that was on your external energy. Pisces. Five of Wands. I kind of get this feeling you tell this person, like, I don't know, your emotional truth. Like, it feels really good to come out and say what it is that makes you happy. And it's interesting that you have the Two of Cups reversed and the Lovers up here. Because you might be like, this connection is way too burdensome for me. Leo energy. Like, it's too much work. The Hangman. You're seeing something in reverse. You're seeing something differently. You're seeing the lie in something. What's the lie? Eight of Wands. Mercury and Sag. The Hermit. What? Moving? Are you moving somewhere? Or is someone coming in to tell you? Someone is coming in to tell you something about a lie. The Page of Swords reversed was here. Ace of Swords reversed. Somebody's coming in to tell you something about a lie. I think the lie with the Love card reversed is that they were lying to themselves about how they felt. It could be you. I don't know. This is really like mysterious, vague, I feel like hidden energy. The Seven of Swords came out, and then the Page of Swords reversed. And then this guy's like in the Seven of Pentacles, like behind these bars. But it's like a trap that he set, and he's like happy. There's something like really subtle. You have all kinds of Pisces energy with the High Priestess, the Hangman reversed, the Moon reversed. So there's all these subtle, subconscious, emotional, I want to say Neptunian things like coming out. I think Neptune rules Aquarius. And it's like I don't know, you don't feel, and you know that you don't have the bigger picture right now about something. And I think you've kind of been waiting for it. And when it comes in so quickly, with the Eight of Wands twice. And you've been in hermit mode for so long that I think let's see. I wanna get clarification. What is this message Scorpio's getting? Are you serious? Page of Swords reversed. Okay, Spirit. Are you like not able to tell us? Are you not able to tell us? The Empress reversed. Seven of Wands. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Five of Wands reversed. Okay. This is that Hangman reverse energy. Okay. So the Empress reverse is somebody who's jealous, envious, controlling, vain. And she is reminding me of that Emperor reversed. I think what you don't see and what gives you this new perspective, so all these cards are reversed except for the Seven of Wands, is what you've been holding your energy against. That rune on her shoulder is a rune for protection, being protected from negative energies. You have the Eight of Pentacles reversed, the Five of Wands reversed, Empress reverse, the Page of Swords reverse, the Hangman reverse, the Five of Swords reverse. What? The Queen of Cups reverse. Okay, so I feel like karmically you had the Queen of Cups upright in your incoming energy. You had to, this could have been like a completely spiritual test, right? Like a karmic spiritual test to get through kind of a layer. I think we talked about a spiritual awakening or a new spiritual perspective, like a layer through the ascension process or something. But it's like you had all these temptations, all these choices, all these like challenges to face, and somebody was betting on you being the Queen of Cups reversed energy, but you're coming in as the Queen of Cups upright. And I think it's turning things upside down. And I think that everything that we just talked about, it could happen without you even knowing, because I think it's mostly happening for like you're having your internal processes, like you're healing, you're doing the internal work, and as you do the internal work, the external reality is like either it's healing around you. So if somebody around you is refusing to do the healing, right, they're going to maybe have a hard time, and they're probably not going to stay in your energy for very long. So yeah, I feel like you've been alone in hermit mode because you're realizing like how much healing you've done. It's revealing to you how much healing you've done. I think that you think that you are not as far along in the healing process as you are, and then something occurs or a message is delivered and you're like, oh, I can see what just happened in that exchange, and I realize now like how much I did. Which is really a major important milestone. I'm gonna end this reading out here in a minute. I love this TikToker. Who's, I think his name is Namaste Bay, and he talks about, he just says all these ridiculously awesome, like, just he just makes fun of a certain kind of privileged hippie like counterculture, um and no judgment against anybody at all. It's just, it's funny. But why was I rambling on about that? Oh, his tagline is stay damaged and keep healing. So your like 10 of cups, your 7 of cups that you had going on over here could be like at this point a sort of addiction to the healing process. There's that whole like hashtag that girl thing where you're that girl, you're the person who's constantly improving yourself, but it's like it's reached a level for you where you feel super isolated, and like maybe it's created some, it's like branched into almost neuroticism with the 10 of cups there, and so you're finding a happy medium, a happy balance. You're like, oh, I have done a lot of healing, like I shouldn't get down on myself um anymore. At least not for that. Awesome. Okay, I hope this reading was helpful, Scorpios. If it was, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for being here.